Welcome back to the Sunday Footy Show. The Bulldogs were well and truly off the leash last night as they did, well, an absolute demolition job. Embarrassing, confronting, call it what you will for the Saints. But at the end of the day, it was the Doggies who really dug in and now sit on top of the ladder.
Aaron Norton's huge, one of the best contested marks in the game. Bontempelli's one of the best individual games you'll see. Bruce keeps doing his thing. McRae keeps doing his thing. Bailey Dale could be an All-Australian by the end of the year, as may well be Liberatore. So they're absolutely flying. But also, is this young man, TJ, it's really proud. Obviously, I've seen him grow up as a young junior footballer to become a AFL footballer, Cody Weightman. So they've been major to work for this spot on the side, but you look so much more confident than you were this time last year playing AFL footy.
Yeah, I think that's probably stemmed on a little bit from the way the team's going and just such a great vibe and great team to be a part of, and everyone's sort of backing themselves and their strengths at the moment, which is great to be a part of.
We're seeing it with Yamari Ugle-Hagan, that Bevo's making him earn it, and he did the same with you second year. Probably beneficial in the end, but at times was it frustrating for you having to wait? Yeah,
absolutely. I think any footballer that's on an AFL list, not playing AFL, is certainly going to have their frustrations. But yeah, no, I feel like as annoying as that can be, it's also it's brought the best out of me. I feel like I've been able to come in ready and play some good footy as a result of building some form in the twos.
You got natural flair, you're a natural goal kicker. When you come into the side, what's Luke Beveridge say? What is your specific role to stay in the team?
Yeah, I think certainly for us it's really important to build my game around that small forward pressure, contain the ball up our end and let that flair and the goals and stuff come off the back of that. But certainly, bring that pressure and that manic sort of environment to our forward line.
Cody, we think of the Dogs as they're in a high possession, flick it around, super skillful side, but maybe what you're not getting enough credit for is how tough you are and how ferocious. It was full 4 quarters. I was watching Hannison chase down players in the dying stages of the game yesterday. Does that come from players like yourself pushing for selection? Some good players still not playing.
Yeah, I think you're spot on there. When the team's so tight for spots, to the final minute, you're absolutely giving it everything, defensively, offensively. And I think Bevo is huge on our tackle pressure being a real key indicator for us. Something that we harp on a little bit is that I think we're number 2 in the comp for effective tackles. So yeah, certainly something we put a lot of time into.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Cody. You're from
Officer, yep. South-east.
One of how many children in the family?
So I'm the youngest of four kids.
Right, okay.
And is it true your parents have got a Olympic-sized swimming pool in their backyard?
20 metres. So
it's the biggest pool they've ever seen out there, they reckon. All people come from everywhere just to swim in it.
So if you weren't playing footy, what would you like to be doing?
A swimmer.
Younger days would have liked to be a swimmer. But footy was definitely always my priority.
Yeah, well, it's not too late to be a swimmer. Who's the singer? Who's Cody? That's Cody too, isn't it?
Cody Simpson.
Yeah, he's a swimmer. He's a swimmer.
And you live with Angus Monfries, old teammate of ours. What sort of influence has Gussie been on you?
Yeah, Gussie, he's great. He's been great to live with. Hear a few good stories out of him from his day.
About Lordo?
Yeah, plenty of Lordo.
Any you can tell on air?
No, definitely not.
What about him as a coach?
Yeah, Lloydie. Speak very highly of Lloydie as a coach. I can't thank him enough for the influence he's had on my younger years coming to get to where I am now, and still to this day bounce off Lloydie with ideas and give a phone call here and there.
When you win, you celebrate with UDLs and all that?
Yeah, we've got to give the UDLs.
I want to show some highlights of Cody and what he has done last night. And Cody, ask you about, people look at you and love the smile on your face that you always play with. There's a lot of guys that lose that. They come into the game, they get so intense. And I know you've had your ups and downs too, but you've made a real thing this year of trying to get back to just playing footy like you did when you were young.
Yeah, absolutely. I think even a couple of weeks ago I gave you a call about just that, getting back to playing to my strengths and just enjoying playing footy really. And I think from that I've been able to play a lot more on instinct and have a lot more fun with my game, and no doubt that's helped me.
A lot of hair in the forward line because Aaron Norton's flying as well. 5 goals last night, one of only 2 players up until last night to kick multiple goals in every game. He has been really consistent this year.
Yeah, he's a gift to play with. He's got to put it somewhat in the vicinity and he'll make it work and make you look good.
Is he dangerous when he's flying through the air if you're in there? Because he just takes no prisoners. He jumps at everything, which is the greatest thing about him.
I think if you ask Timmy English, he's definitely bloody dangerous.
Who's the best player at the Dogs right now?
Hard to go past Bonty, but certainly a lot of fellas putting their hand up for that title.
What about you're in awe sometimes? Do you talk to him? Do you go, Bonds, how you going,
They've
mate?
become really tight.
Have you?
Yeah, real tight.
No, they don't talk
Like a
Bill.
bromance.
No, bro, man. We're good mates. He's a ripper. I think there wouldn't be a person at the club that doesn't get along with Bonty. He's on and off field, he's just a ripping fellow and someone you really admire.
That bromance, that is Treloar and Dunkley, isn't it? That is
Absolutely.
huge. That's a big one.
Yeah, that's top notch. That.
They can do their rehab together, Bill. The
Oh, it's a bit like Rowan Smith and Brad
Johnson.
Brad Johnson. They used to. No, they didn't.
Hey, now on the skill level of the Dogs, like in terms of the training, like the hands and how slick it is, like I don't know. I'm wondering how do you get to that point? Like in terms of is there specific drills you reckon you do, or is it just the way they drafted? Because it's hard to remember a team as skillful as the Western Bulldogs team.
Yeah, and I think certainly comes down to training. Yeah. You probably remember from my Haileybury days, I didn't do a lot of handballing. Once I got to the club, there's definitely a high price on the handball type drills and training. They're bloody tough, to be honest, those type of drills, but they come out on game day, and guys like Liberatore are unbelievable with their ability to extract the ball and get it to outside runners. It's something we sort of really put a high price on.
Has Bevo started talking about Friday night's game yet?
No, so last night we sort of just enjoyed the moment for what it was. And then, no doubt come Monday we'll move on to that game, which is obviously a really big, exciting game for us.
It's a massive game, isn't it? I mean, you must be pinching yourself to think that for someone so young in his career to be figuring in a blockbuster, a genuine blockbuster, top of the table clash. And I guess it's a Bulldogs home game, and you'd implore all the Western Bulldog supporters to jump on board. Yeah,
it's super exciting. For me, I got 3 games last year in the hubs and didn't really get that crowd experience. So the last couple, to be able to have the Adelaide crowd all against you and then the Dogs crowd last night barracking for you, it's been pretty cool.
TJ, the votes from last night, Bontempelli could have nearly been a 10, but I've given him a 9. But Bailey Dale, his foot skills are as good as anyone in the comp as well. McRae, another 41, and Aaron Norton could have kicked 8, but kicked 5 or 6 and was dominant.
No votes for Cody, but we'll give you some prizes, Code. A dozen colourway chrome soft golf balls there. They are magnificent. You'll love that. And the Odyssey Tour towel. Travis Matthew caps. There they are. You get 4 Travis Matthew caps. They are beauties. The Aquila shoes and clothing, whatever you want there from Aquila. Kicking goals since 1958, Aquila. The bar fridges. Oh, nice bar fridge. Best in the business. The bar fridge from...
Put your UDLs in there.
Yeah, bar fridges Australia. Magnificent. The Ricks Eyewear. Use the code word chompers and at rickseyewear.com.au and get 20%. You like that code?
Yeah. He loves shoppers.
28. The Irishman rang me during the week. He's very happy with the plugs he gets on the Marco Rowley. Marco Rowley.
Best meals in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Best pub. I'm serious. Best pub meals in Melbourne.
That should get you a free one. And you want to say something, Lordo?
Cody can take me.
Just one quick question.
Hang on, AMFX, the custom-made fire pit, put this out the back at Officer. And wow,
there's no room.
Look at the pool out there. 20 metre, 50 metre
It's the longest pool in the...
It's only 20 metres.
No, it's longer than that.
Actually,
He said it's 20.
If you look on Google Maps, it's like a river running through.
That's exactly.
Hey, we saw Jack McRae have another 41 disposals. He's an elite runner. Where does he come in all the pre-season runs?
I don't know. I think he might be behind me.
It's just the knack of getting the footy.
Yeah, no, he's a star, Jacko, no doubt. Just an absolute ball magnet and another one that's great to play with. You know, he's going to get the job done.
When you were talking about Lordo before and how he sort of gets excited when Haileybury win and all that sort of stuff, is this an example of it? This is Lordo in action here. There he is there. Is that familiar? Is that familiar?
Yeah, that's classic Lordo. That's, it gets back to a couple of Gussie Monfree's Vegas stories.
Have you got a nickname?
Flea.
As in Dale Weightman?
Yeah, yep.
And you're not related?
Nah, not related.
Oh, that's all.
Cody was the premiership captain of that side, so we certainly enjoyed that night.
Terrific stuff. All right, well, nice of you to come in, mate. Almost this is your life in the end, wasn't it? So continued success and good luck for Friday night. It's going to be an absolute cracker. And for all those Western Bulldog supporters, jump on board and support your team, as I'm sure all the Melbourne supporters will as well. So good on you, mate, and hopefully we'll see you again.
Beautiful. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
No, thank you. Stick
Flea.
around. Sorry?
Flea.
No relation.